So students, as promised, let us see the animated version of food resources, right? This is just the introduction. So we are going to have animated version of introduction. What all we are going to see in this version? It is same but in animated form as to whatever we have studied with respect to notes. Every time you would be having notes version, written question and answers, explanation of the lesson and animated versions. Let us see. Now, here we are supposed to think what fuels the human body, right? We are supposed to think what fuels the human body. Do we run on petrol, diesel, kerosene? What is it that human body works on? How are we able to do the work? We have been studying this since very early primary section. How is it possible that we are having survival? We know it is all due to food we eat, right? Our survival is possible all because of our food. Now, what we must know, how do we get our food? See, we get our food from plants and animals, right? We get our food by all these resources. So, what we must understand, food gives us energy. Also, we must know these plants and animals, they give us food and food gives us energy. We should understand that we get our food by growing crops and by rearing animals. Now, the question which would come to our mind is, do crops grow on their own? Do wheat seeds, or say for that matter oil seeds or vegetable seeds, they themselves grow and provide us with food? Do animals just like that give us eggs or milk or meat or just like that? Is it so? No. We know the answer. We know that the answer is no. See, growing of crops is nothing but agriculture and rearing of animals is nothing but animal husbandry. Right? So we know this is nothing but animal husbandry. For agriculture, we put several things like fertilizers and that helps us in agriculture, and we give our animals rich fodder. Why? See, with better fertilizers, yield of the crop would be more, and with rich fodder, animals would be healthy and better quality of animal product would be available. So what we must understand is growing of crop is nothing but on a scientific scale, it should be actually is nothing but agriculture, and rearing of animals is nothing but animal husbandry. We go for fertilizers and rich fodder because we want better quality of crop and animals. Now, what we must know is that we need to improve our food resources. Why? First reason is because of our growing needs. As I told you, our needs are continuously increasing. Not only that, see, we need to get better supply of nutrients so that we can remain healthy, fit, and because of increase in population, continuous increase in population, food resources also have to meet the demands. But do you think this is happening? Do we have enough food resources fit to meet the needs of the population? Clearly, we know the answer. We do fall short of that. Do we have enough land for cultivation? We know the answer is no. We do not have enough land for cultivation. There are intensive techniques of agriculture. But what you will know, what do we mean by intensive technique? Means we should have better quality of agricultural techniques, more crop in given piece of land. What do we mean by intensive techniques of agriculture? Then we should be able to take several crops in a year. We should add nutrients to the soil and we should reuse the same land. Now you will tell me that already Indian farmer is doing that. Indian farmer is taking several crops in a year. He is adding nutrients to the soil, fertilizers or manure or whatever, and is reusing the same land. We are already doing this. And that is why what we should know is that probably this is not enough. Still we are falling short of providing enough food resources and we are not able to meet the demands. Granaries are not probably full. So how can we save our earth? Right? The answer is, see, we are still not able to fulfill the requirements and we are using modern fertilizers and all, and even then we are not able to do so. What is the learning? See, we should go for agriculture and cattle rearing, but in doing so, environment should not be degraded. It should remain green itself, not like the previous one that it had turned brown. Right? Environmental pollution. We don't want progress at the cost of environment. So, we should take care of agriculture and cattle rearing, or for that matter, any animal husbandry, keeping the green cover of the earth intact.